Some stories begin with joy, some begin with success. But Ella's story began with painful questions, questions that many young people silently ask in the middle of the night. Why does everyone seem to be moving forward except me? Did God forget me? Am I cursed? Why is my life not moving? And if you have ever felt left behind, this story will touch your heart. Ella was beautiful, brilliant, and admired by everyone in school. She was the girl teachers praised, the girl classmates envied, the one they called the genius of her year. Everyone believed she would be the one to rise first, but life humbled her. After university, all her intelligence, all her beauty, all her dreams felt useless. While her classmates got high-paying jobs, while some traveled abroad for business, while some married and posted wedding pictures online, while others started companies, Ella was still at home jobless, single, confused, and slowly losing herself. Her certificates, once a symbol of pride, now gathered dust in her cupboard. Every time she opened the drawer, they reminded her of her failure. She often whispered to herself, "But God, I was the intelligent one. Why is my life stuck?" Even worse, the people who were supposed to comfort her, her own parents, unintentionally broke her spirit even more. "Ella, when will you get married? When will you leave this house? Your mates are far ahead. What are you still doing here? Are you not ashamed?" Each word cut deeper than any knife. Ella cried almost every night. It felt like God was silent. It felt like heaven was far. She felt forgotten. One afternoon, after another heartbreaking conversation with her parents, Ella couldn't hold it anymore. She left the house quietly and walked to a public garden, her eyes swollen, her heart shattered. She sat under a tall tree and whispered painfully, "God, why is my life like this? Am I cursed? I'm tired. I don't want to suffer anymore. I just want the pain to stop. Maybe I should disappear." As she cried softly, she didn't notice an elderly woman watching her from a distance, a gentle old woman who visited the garden every day to admire God's creation. The woman could feel the heaviness around Ella. She could see the hopelessness in her posture, so she walked toward her with a warm, knowing smile. "Beautiful lady," she said softly, "why are you talking to yourself with such sadness? Look around you. This place is full of life. Why is there no life in your eyes?" Ella quickly wiped her tears. "Grandma, my life is useless," she said with trembling lips. "Everyone I know is moving forward. Me? Nothing. No job, no husband, no hope. I feel like dying." The old woman sat beside her and gently held her hand. "My daughter, have you told all of this to the one who can change your story?" Ella looked confused. "Who? I have no one." The woman smiled even brighter. "I mean Jesus Christ, the one who lifts the poor from the dust and sets them among princes." At that moment, something stirred in Ella's spirit. A small, quiet peace, something she hadn't felt in years. The old woman continued, "Have you forgotten Hannah? She was mocked too. Her mate provoked her daily. Her life was full of tears, but when Hannah cried to God, everything changed." Ella swallowed hard. She realized she had been complaining, crying, comparing, hurting, but she had not truly prayed. She thanked the old woman deeply as tears flowed down her cheeks. The woman squeezed her hand one more time and whispered, "Your story is not finished. God is only preparing you. Go back to Him." That day marked Ella's turning point. She went home, closed her door, and began praying sincerely. "Lord, show me why you created me. Father, help me. Order my steps. Rewrite my story." She prayed in the morning, prayed at night, prayed when she felt discouraged, prayed when she felt nothing, and the more she prayed, the more peace filled her heart one night. While praying, Ella felt a whisper in her spirit, "I will give you ideas that nations will look for." The next morning, she woke up with a clear business idea. A week later, another, then another. People she never knew suddenly reached out to her. Helpers began to appear. Sponsors she never contacted helped her. Mentors came into her life. Everything moved so fast it felt supernatural. Ella started a company. God blessed the work of her hands. Her business grew beyond her expectations. Within months, she was traveling to other countries for business opportunities. She hired young people who were struggling just like she once struggled. She became a blessing to her family. She became a voice of hope in her community. She became a testimony. Her parents, who once pressured her, now proudly said, "Truly, God lifts people at His own time." Ella would often say, "The fact that others have gone ahead doesn't mean you are failing. God was preparing me for something bigger." Her favorite scripture became, "He makes all things beautiful in His time." She would smile and tell young people, "You are not late, you're being prepared. You're not forgotten, God is writing your story. You're not useless, there's glory inside you. When God steps into your life, everything changes." And whenever she thought about her journey, she would softly whisper to herself, "God can be trusted." Ella's life became a powerful reminder that delay is not denial, and God's timing is always perfect. She often told others, "When you cannot trace God's hand, trust His heart. Don't give in to depression, give in to prayer. What God cannot do does not exist." Her story became living proof that when God decides to rewrite your story, even those who mocked you will come back to celebrate you. God does not forget His children. He only prepares them for the glory ahead.